I had the gastric sleeve procedure completed, and that was completed in July of 2019.
Talk numbers to us. You look fantastic. How much have you lost?
In total, so far, I've lost 179 pounds.
That's amazing. How does it feel?
Great. I mean, I would do it again and again, but it's hard work, but it definitely feels amazing.
Can you tell us when you say it feels amazing, does it feel amazing from a health standpoint? Do you have more energy? Does it feel amazing from a mental standpoint? Talk to us a little bit more about that.
I would definitely say more so on a health standpoint. The mental standpoint, it's weird because you don't see yourself in the mirror anymore. It's a very strange feeling because you look at yourself and you go, yeah, that's me. But that's not me. So it does take adjusting in that sense when it comes to the mental standpoint. But health standpoint, I definitely have more energy. I mean, I used to have problems where my legs would constantly hurt, my feet would hurt. I don't have any problems whatsoever with that. You know, still have certain issues, asthma, like that didn't really clear up much, but I still, go to the gym. I just feel better every day.
I remember you telling us how Dr. Barrett and her team were so helpful in getting you to think about things like portion and exercise and those things. Is that still a support system? What's that relationship like? Could you pick up the phone if you had a question?
Oh, hands down, I could still contact Nicole, the nutritionalist, Dr. Barrett, if I had any questions regarding the surgery. I do know they have groups set up that are actually right now Zoom still. And via phone if you wanted to call in because of COVID-19, they're not meeting in person. But I do know last year they still had in meeting sessions, and like I said, now they are the Zoom. But I have no hesitation in being able to pick up the phone and say to Nicole, I've kind of gained some weight, I'm a little concerned, what am I doing that could kind of fix that, if you will.
That's great, that ongoing support there. And you touched on this a little bit when you said you would do it again and again and again. For somebody who hasn't gone through it yet, and maybe they've been thinking about, is this the right surgery for me? Is this what I should do? What would you say to somebody who's on the fence?
I would tell them to do their research. It is a life decision. It's not just, I'm going to lose the weight and go back to, the same habits that you had before. When I say that, I stay away from bread, it's because it makes me very uncomfortable to eat bread. When I say I stay away from high dairy things, it's because it really affects my stomach negatively. There are things that prior to the surgery I would have loved to have, and now there are things that while I miss them, I don't feel as great eating them, so I do avoid them. I would say if you're going to get the surgery, it's a life decision. It's going to be the rest of your life making these decisions on what I can have, what I should have. It's not ever going to be, oh, I'll just eat what I want again. It's worth it if you're willing to take those steps and stick with it forever.
It sounds like great advice, Allison, and it sounds like advice you're certainly following as well. Thank you again for checking in with us. It was nice to see you again.
Thanks, Christina. I appreciate it.